What if I told you the typical SUV costs you almost $10,000 a year to maintain? Sounds crazy, right? Here's the reality. Not every SUV drains your wallet. Some quietly surpass 400,000, even 500,000 miles with simple regular oil changes, filters, and common sense care. In this video, I'm breaking down 13 smart SUVs that save you money on repairs, insurance, and depreciation. And I'll also reveal when an extended warranty is worth it and when it's just wasting cash. Stick around for number 1 and the bonus section, where I uncover 2 SUVs that can drain your bank account faster than a bad investment. Ready to buy once and drive forever? Let's dive in. At number 13, we've got the Subaru Outback, the SUV that practically pioneered the crossover category. Back in the 90s, wagons had a reputation for being boring. Subaru threw on rugged cladding, added symmetrical all-wheel drive, and suddenly families had a vehicle that could take on snow, dirt paths, and daily commutes with ease. Now, here's the twist. Most Outbacks easily push past 200,000 miles with nothing more than regular oil changes and brake service. I've personally seen them reach 300,000 when owners stay on top of maintenance. That's why even mechanics admit these hardly ever show up in the shop. Insurance companies love them too, thanks to the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus rating. Safer vehicle equals lower premiums, which means you save money not just on repairs, but also on monthly insurance. Sure, the 2.5-liter boxer engine isn't a speed monster, but upgrading to the 2.4-liter turbo gives you 260 horsepower without losing reliability. But what I like even more is that unlike many SUVs that treat all-wheel drive as a costly add-on, Subaru gives it to you standard. That consistency means stronger stability, less wear, and fewer unexpected repairs. And if you buy smart, the 2020 model year is the sweet spot. Updated tech, safety features, and proven dependability at a used price that won't crush your life savings. Sliding into number 12 is the Toyota RAV4, the top-selling SUV in America, and that's no coincidence. Toyota perfected the recipe. Simple to drive, a sturdy platform, and an engine designed to outlast its rivals. Here's what amazes me. Older RAV4s often push past 300,000 miles without needing a single major fix. I've spotted 2010 models still performing well on their original drivetrain. And because Toyota carries a reputation for durability, the RAV4 keeps its resale value incredibly well. In fact, pre-owned models frequently sell for nearly the same price as a new competitor from Ford or Honda. That's depreciation resistance most SUVs can only wish for. Even though you sacrifice a bit in performance, the newer 2.5-liter 4-cylinder isn't thrilling. Your wallet wins in the long run thanks to strong resale value and dependable reliability. Here's the financial lesson. Owning a RAV4 isn't just about reliability. It's about investment. Unlike vehicles that lose half their value once driven off the lot, a RAV4 acts more like a savings bond. Cash it in years later and still see a strong return. At number 11, we've got the Acura RDX, arguably the most overlooked luxury SUV in America. And honestly, that's great news for buyers like us. While most people are chasing BMW, Audi, or Mercedes, the RDX quietly offers a comparable luxury experience at half the price and without the repair headaches. Here's the secret. Between 2013 and 2018, the RDX shared its drivetrain with the Honda Pilot. That means you're getting a rock-solid 3.5-liter V6 paired with Honda's reliable 6-speed automatic, all tucked into a premium cabin with leather seating, stronger sound insulation, and upgraded tech. Think of it as a Honda Pilot dressed in a tailored suit. Now, here's the twist. German luxury SUVs nosedive in value the second they're driven off the lot, but the RDX holds steady. A 2013 model often lists for less than a used Toyota RAV4, yet you're gaining more room, more features, and a luxury feel for compact SUV money. That's a depreciation hack most buyers never notice. Dependability? Plenty of RDX owners report surpassing 150,000 miles with just basic upkeep. Good luck doing that with a BMW X3 without a $5,000 transmission repair. And here's the kicker. Because it carries a luxury badge, insurers sometimes classify it differently. Depending on your company, you might actually spend less than you would on a brand new Ford Escape or Chevy Equinox. Picture that. A luxury ride at economy-level costs. Rolling in at number 10 is the Hyundai Santa Fe, a name that just might shock you. Around a decade ago, Hyundai wasn't exactly praised for durability, but the Santa Fe has flipped that narrative. The key: warranty protection. Much like Kia, Hyundai covers this SUV with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. In plain terms, if a major issue pops up, you're not the one paying the bill. For older buyers who prioritize peace of mind, it's like getting an extended warranty built into the sticker price. And this isn't just clever marketing. Real Santa Fe owners are logging over 200,000 miles with little more than routine oil changes, brake service, and new tires. Gas mileage is respectable, resale value keeps trending upward, and insurance is often cheaper than competitors like Jeep or Volkswagen. Bottom line, if you want a budget-friendly SUV with rock-solid dependability, the Santa Fe delivers. At number 9, we've got the Lexus LX, the luxury SUV built like a tank. Beneath the premium leather and shiny badge, it's essentially a Toyota Land Cruiser, renowned for conquering terrain most SUVs wouldn't dare touch, and outlasting some people's mortgages. These machines are known for clocking 400,000 to 500,000 miles, and in regions like Africa and the Middle East, a few have even crossed the million-mile mark. The LX takes that legendary durability and layers it with high-end comfort. Sure, it's thirsty, averaging just 15 to 17 miles per gallon, but the payoff is dependability that makes German competitors seem fragile. While a Mercedes G-Wagon might slam you with $2,500 repair bills, the LX keeps going with just routine oil changes and simple maintenance. And here's the kicker: depreciation is practically non-existent. Pre-owned LX models still fetch jaw-dropping prices because buyers understand that once you own one, you may never need another SUV in your lifetime. If you want the perfect mix of luxury, endurance, and resale value, the LX is about as bulletproof as it gets. Quick pause. If you're liking this breakdown, smash that like button now. It really helps the channel. And trust me, the next SUV will challenge everything you think you know about Japanese engineering. You'll be amazed at how far this one goes. Taking the 8th spot on the list is the Mazda CX-5. Proof you don't have to sacrifice style for dependability. Most compact SUVs drive like boring appliances, but the CX-5 feels like a vehicle you actually want to spend time in. Crisp handling, sporty design, and still durable enough to cruise past 200,000 miles with routine maintenance. Here's a detail I really like. Unlike many competitors, the CX-5 skips the CVT. Instead, you get a proper 6-speed automatic transmission that's both smoother and far more dependable. That alone can save you thousands in costly repairs later on. RepairPal gives the CX-5 a strong 4.5 out of 5 reliability score, and real-world drivers consistently back it up. Yes, the interior is a bit small compared to a RAV4 or CR-V, but you're trading extra space for a more premium feel and sharper driving experience. Financially, it's smart too. Resale values remain solid, and yearly upkeep comes in lower than most SUVs in its category. At number 7, we've got the Subaru Forester, a compact SUV that's nearly indestructible. Consumer Reports awarded it an incredible 98 out of 100 reliability score, which is about as close to flawless as you'll ever see in the automotive world. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: Subaru's CVT transmissions. A decade ago, they had their share of problems, but here's the reality: Subaru solved the issue. As long as you replace the CVT fluid every 30,000 miles, you'll steer clear of the horror stories and keep this SUV running strong for decades. Owners frequently push their Foresters well beyond 200,000 miles. And thanks to the brand's loyal fan base, resale values are excellent. That means when it's time to upgrade, you'll pocket more compared to rivals like Nissan or Ford. Combine that with standard all-wheel drive, stellar safety ratings, and fuel economy that outshines many mid-size competitors, and you're looking at one of the smartest SUV purchases in the market. Taking the 6th spot, we've got the Honda CR-V, the SUV that finally dethroned the Toyota RAV4. For years, these two have battled head-to-head, but the newest CR-V brings sharper handling, stronger standard safety tech, and even better fuel efficiency, reaching an impressive 30 miles per gallon combined. But here's the real jaw-dropper. Some second-gen CR-Vs from the early 2000s are creeping up on 500,000 miles. That's 500,000 miles of commutes, family adventures, and daily driving without ever needing a major rebuild. Very few vehicles on the planet can match that kind of endurance. Insurers also love the CR-V, thanks to its IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus rating, which means you pay lower premiums compared to riskier SUVs like the Jeep Cherokee or Ford Escape. And resale value? Honda's rock-solid reputation for reliability keeps prices sky-high, so you won't take a financial hit when it's time to sell. Bottom line, the CR-V proves practical doesn't have to be boring. It's safe, fuel-smart, and engineered to last for decades. At number 5, we have the Chevrolet Tahoe, America's workhorse SUV. For those who need size and power, the Tahoe has proven it can go the distance. Many examples are still running strong with over 250,000 miles, especially those with the legendary 5.3-liter V8 under the hood. Maintenance costs are reasonable for a full-size SUV, and parts are easy to find thanks to its popularity. Resale value is excellent, as used Tahoes remain in high demand for families, fleets, and even law enforcement. Insurance rates are competitive and reliability scores are above average compared to rivals like the Ford Expedition. If you want a big SUV that blends power, durability, and resale strength, the Tahoe is a safe bet. Taking the 4th spot on the list is the Toyota Highlander, a family hauler that refuses to quit. The Highlander has built a reputation as one of the most dependable mid-size SUVs on the road. Many owners routinely push past 250,000 miles with only routine maintenance like brakes and fluids. Plus, Consumer Reports consistently ranks it near the top for reliability. And because it shares parts with Toyota's Camry platform, repair costs are low. Safety is another strong point, with Toyota's Safety Sense Suite standard across most trims. Resale value is outstanding too. Used Highlanders retain premium prices, which means you'll get a strong return when it's time to sell. Add in the option of hybrid powertrains delivering over 35 miles per gallon combined, and you've got one of the smartest long-term buys in the SUV world. Coming in at number 3, the Acura MDX, a 3-row that won't drain your wallet. While some 3-row SUVs crumble under the weight of expensive repairs, the MDX proves to be one of the most reliable family haulers out there. Honda engineering keeps the drivetrain rock solid, with many MDX topping 250,000 miles. It's also more fun to drive than many rivals, with sharp handling that doesn't sacrifice comfort. Insurance rates are surprisingly affordable for a luxury badged SUV, and resale value stays high thanks to Acura's reputation for durability. Families get standard safety features, strong crash test scores, and just enough tech to make long trips easier without adding high-maintenance gadgets. For a 3-row that blends luxury and longevity, the MDX is a safe bet. At the 2nd spot, we've got the Toyota 4Runner, the old-school SUV tough as steel. While most modern SUVs rely on car-like platforms, the 4Runner keeps things rugged with body-on-frame construction. That means it's practically indestructible. Owners commonly see 300,000 miles or more, especially with regular maintenance. Off-roaders love it for its capability, but it's just as reliable on city streets. Insurance rates aren't bad considering its size, and resale value is legendary. Used 4Runners often sell for shocking prices, even with high mileage, retaining close to 65% of their value after 5 years. Sure, fuel economy isn't the best, but the trade-off is unmatched durability. If you want an SUV you can keep for decades, the 4Runner might outlast you. Finally, at number 1, we've got the Honda HR-V, the smaller brother of the CR-V that's just as durable. Don't be fooled by its compact size. The HR-V ranks among the most dependable small SUVs you can buy, backed by Honda's renowned engineering. Many owners report 150,000 to 200,000 miles with virtually no major issues. And since it's more compact than the CR-V, fuel economy is even better, hitting up to 34 miles per gallon on the highway, while still carrying Honda's excellent safety ratings. Insurance providers love it too, thanks to low repair costs that help keep premiums affordable, making it one of the most economical SUVs to own over the long haul. True, it doesn't pack the power of larger SUVs, but for commuting, light travel, and long-term dependability, the HR-V is difficult to top. Plus, just like the CR-V, resale values remain incredibly high, so when it's time to upgrade, depreciation won't keep you up at night. We've just gone over the SUVs you can count on, but now it's time to flip the script. Up next are 2 models you'll absolutely want to steer clear of, and both might shock you. Bonus pick you'll definitely want to skip: the Jeep Wrangler. Now, don't get me wrong, it's one of the most legendary SUVs ever built, but popularity doesn't equal durability. In fact, newer Wranglers have been plagued with issues that turn them into money drains rather than fun weekend rides. Owners frequently report ongoing electrical glitches, oil seepage, suspension breakdowns, and of course, the dreaded death wobble, where the entire Jeep shakes violently after hitting a pothole or bump. Not exactly the reassurance you want in an off-roader. And it doesn't stop there. The Wrangler has struggled in crash tests, with mediocre IIHS scores that raise serious safety concerns. Insurers recognize this too, which is why premiums are often sky-high compared to more trustworthy SUVs. So unless you enjoy repairing your car more than driving it, the Wrangler is one SUV best left on the lot. Another SUV you'll want to steer clear of is the Ford Explorer, particularly models from the 2010s. On paper, it seemed like the ultimate family vehicle, spacious, sharp-looking, and loaded with tech. But under the hood, things unraveled quickly. The main culprit? Transmission breakdowns. Drivers reported rough shifting, hesitation, and total failure well before hitting 100,000 miles. Fixes often ran $3,000 or more, and even full replacements didn't always solve the problem for good. Add in water pump leaks, electrical faults, and numerous recalls, and the Explorer soon turned into more of a burden than a benefit. Insurers caught on as well. Elevated claim rates and mediocre crash test scores sent premiums soaring, making it one of the pricier midsize SUVs to keep. So, while the Explorer has name recognition, the reality is harsh. Choose the wrong year, and you'll spend more time at the mechanic than on the highway. Stick with the reliable SUVs we've covered, because this one can drain your bank account faster than you can say, extended warranty. So here's the takeaway. The smartest SUV you can own isn't the cheapest one, and it's not the one with the flashiest emblem either. It's the one that avoids constant repairs, protects you with top safety ratings, keeps insurance premiums down, and still holds its value 10 or even 20 years down the line. That's why the real champions on this list aren't just about horsepower or sleek looks, they're about peace of mind and financial stability. Think about it. A dependable SUV can save you tens of thousands of dollars over its lifespan. Lower maintenance costs, fewer visits to the shop, reduced insurance rates, and stronger resale value all add up. On the flip side, an unreliable SUV doesn't just drain your wallet, it eats away at your time, patience, and even your confidence every time you hit the road. And here's something many people forget. The cash you save by owning one of these reliable SUVs could easily fund the down payment or even the full purchase of your next ride years from now. Put simply, choosing the right SUV today is like investing in your future. It pays you back year after year, mile after mile. On top of that, having a vehicle you can genuinely count on changes your life. No more stressing over whether it'll start each morning or if your insurance bill will skyrocket after yet another repair. Instead, you gain freedom. Freedom to take that family trip without worry. Freedom to cruise into retirement confidently, without questioning if your car will last. That's true peace of mind. So let me ask you this. Which SUV would you feel confident holding on to for the next 10 years, or even 20? Share your pick down in the comments. I'd love to know what you'd go with. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more expert car advice, the kind that saves you cash, protects your investment, and helps you shop smart, so surprise repair bills never catch you off guard again.